morning. It is Saturday, September 25th, 2021, and I'm here at the Geneseo Brewing Company. And I'm getting ready to do the Heartland Tour, the 100-mile cloverleaf ride, starting here at the brewery. There's 4 cloverleaf routes of approximately 25 to 28 miles each, and I'm going to attempt to do all 4. I think I'm going to do the first one by myself. It's pretty early here in the morning. It's about 6:30. First ride I'll start at 7. And I'm going to get the south one out of the way. I think is the hardest one with the most elevation changes. And then when I get back from that one, Jim is supposed to meet me here, and we're going to do a couple of the routes together. And then I'll probably do the last one either by myself, or if I find another group to ride with, I'll probably do that one. We'll save an easy one for last. So hopefully I can get through all 4 of them. It's supposed to be pretty windy today, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds with possible 20, 25 mile an hour gusts. Right now it's calm, but the sun hasn't really fully come up yet to get things moving, so we'll see how that goes. I'm all rested up. I did the FORCn Duro last weekend, and I rode 1 time this week, and that was it. So yeah, I gotta get some stretches in that in before I start riding, but otherwise I should be good. All right, I'm here at the Geneseo Brewery, and I'm getting ready to do the Heartland Tour, the first leg here in about 15 minutes. Got my bike all ready to go. I'm gonna go get registered, and it's pretty nippy out here. Yeah, I got my thermal jersey on, I got some gloves on. It's gonna be cold here for the first hour or 2, but the sun is starting to come up over there in the eastern sky, and it should be nice riding. Okay, I'm starting the south route here on the Heartland Tour, and I gotta find out where I'm gonna go. Turning right here. The routes have changed a little bit since they updated the ride with GPS, so they gave us some printed maps with some updated changes because there's some gravel, I guess, or something. So we'll see how it goes. It's really crispy cool this morning. I'm wearing gloves and my thermal jersey. Luckily it's not too windy yet. So once the wind picks up, hopefully it'll be warmer. All right, this is gonna be like a 28-mile ride. Here we go. Woo! We're heading out on the south route, heading out of town here in Geneseo. And it's gorgeous. Corn on one side, windmills in the background. I don't know if you can see them or not. The sun shining brightly on the other side. This is the life, baby. This is what I was waiting for. Woo! I'll do a nice 28-mile route here by myself, and then Jim will come. We'll do a couple routes, and then we'll see from there. Woo! Gonna be a lot of hills on this one. It's supposed to be over 1,000 foot of elevation. So I've already gone up one little hill. There's your windmills. All right. So keep going straight. Doesn't show this little jog on the map. Yep. Woohoo! We are 3.5 miles in already. Wow! Feeling good. It is so nice riding this early in the morning. Maybe a little cool, but the sun and everything, holy cow. Freaking gorgeous. Look at that. The good news is the road's freshly paved. The bad news is I got a big hill coming up. Woo! Woo! Here we go, baby. Here we go. Okay, here's my first stop on the Heartland Tour. I'm in Cambridge at the courthouse here, and I just went right by it, so I thought I'll stop here, get a drink, take a little break, and then continue on my south route. I'm about halfway through the south route. I'm at 14 miles. So this is a good halfway point, good stopping point, and so far it's been great. I'm taking my gloves off now. It's warming up a little bit. It's got to be in the upper 50s now maybe, or around 55 or so. And yeah, the sun's coming up. The wind hasn't gotten too bad yet, but it's going to pick up later this afternoon. So not looking forward to that. Otherwise, thumbs up for the Heartland Tour. All right, I'm on the northern segment of the south route, heading through some cornfields here. It's warming up nicely. Feeling good. And I'm at 19 miles, so getting close to about 2/3 of the way through the south route. And pretty soon I'm going to text Jim, let him know I'm going to be on the way soon. Oh boy, look at this. Up and down hills. Woo! Holy crap. I'm smoking this south route. I'm at 24 miles. Got like 4 more miles to go. And I should be right on time, about 10 minutes to 9 to meet Jim for the next route. Averaging about 16.5 miles an hour. And wind hasn't been bad, so it's gonna pick up though. Almost done with the south route. Woo. Cross over the interstate again. Couple little minor hills and we'll be done. We'll be back in Geneseo. This one wasn't too bad at all, to be honest. I thought it was going to be bad because it said like a little over 1,000 feet of elevation, which was the most elevation of any of the routes. But I've done these kind of routes before. There were some hills, don't get me wrong. Nothing too bad at all. All right, we're on the last leg here in Geneseo. Baseball diamonds over there and everything. And I think we're going to do the east one next. What's up, guys? Hey, thanks for getting this one for us. Yeah, you betcha. All right, I've arrived back at the brewery, just right up here. And I'm going to meet Jim and go for the next route. There it is on the left. All right, I gotta find my car. There's a lot more cars here now than there was earlier. Got a wristband on for lunch later, so that's good. I'm starting to get hungry already. I just need to eat a little something right now, and then I'll be good. All right. And I are on the east route now here at the Heartland Tour 2021. I did the south one in pretty good time, averaged about 17 miles an hour. And now, this is supposed to be a really flat one, so it should be pretty easy. And right now, we have a tailwind, so that's nice. On the way back, though, we'll have a headwind, so I want to get this one out of the way before the winds get bad this afternoon. So, yeah. Here, not quite halfway through it. So far it's been pretty easy, really flat. No hills really at all to speak of. Nice tailwind for the first part of it. And yeah, just a pleasant route. So the plan I think is we'll get back, see how we're feeling. Probably be good enough to do the third one and then eat lunch. We'll see. I might need to eat something after this, for sure. back in Geneseo now. I don't know what's going on over here. Something to do with the cheerleaders or the football team or something. They got a fire truck out there with the American flag. Pretty cool. I'm gonna get back to the brewery here and get something to eat. Just a little something to hold me over. Okay, I'm back here at the brewery and I am over 50 miles in already. So I'm over halfway through my Century Ride here at the Heartland Tour. And Jim and I did this last leg together, and he actually helped out a lot because he drafted me on the westward section heading back into town for a few miles. And now we're gonna do the western route, which is gonna have about 8 to 10 miles of western riding at the very beginning, which is gonna be tough because the winds are picking up. And but once we get that over with, that should be the worst of the entire tour. And then there's some hills on the way back, so those might be tough. This is gonna be a tough one. And then we're gonna have dinner or lunch, and then after lunch I'll do the north route myself probably, and that one will be pretty good, so should be good shape. So we're gonna do the western one?
You want to?
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. There's about 8 to 10 miles of western riding against the wind, and then once we head south, then there's some elevation, hills and stuff, so.
Battery's good for another 40 or 50 miles.
All right, we're heading out of Geneseo again on a western route of Jim's choosing. He said it's his route and it's better than the Heartland Tour route, so I said, hey, I trust you. Let's go for it. So I forgot my GoPro, but I got my phone, so I'll do some videos every once in a while with my phone. And we're at 52 miles right now, where I am. So when we get done here, it should be about 75. They had a pretty nice sag there at the brewery. They had a bunch of snacks and drinks and cookies. So I had a banana and I had some mint M&Ms that I had in my car. And I grabbed a couple things for the road here. Plenty of Gatorade and water. When we get back, I'm going to be hungry for lunch. Alright, we're still on Jim's custom route here. It's more of a northwest route. I think we're getting closer to car back. But some trees blocking the wind, which is really nice. But otherwise, it's been pretty tough. Alright, we're doing a little bit of a gravel route here. Some really light gravel, nothing bad. Getting back to Geneseo, but at least we're heading east into the wind. Or with a tailwind, I should say. Yay. Ride with the wind, baby. We got a tailwind on the way back on this route. This is the western route that Jim picked for us. And we're heading east now. It doesn't even feel like we're pedaling. It's so great. I love it. And then I'll have my 75 miles in, or then a little bit more probably. Eat a nice lunch and then finish up the Century Ride. Oh yeah, baby. It was tough at the beginning of this route though. Oh, I had to draft with Jim and everything, and going up the hills and with the wind was horrible. I can do one or the other, but not both, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, we're back in town again. I am at 78 miles and getting ready to finish the third leg here. Got one more leg, but I'm gonna get lunch first. Hopefully they have some burgers or something to eat at the brewery, because I need something, man. Something substantial. But then I only got like 20 something miles to go. I think the north route's only 23 or 24, so save the shortest one for last. Alright, I'm here at the Geneseo Brewery, and that was where we registered, and the maps are up there. That's where we just had lunch, and there's picnic tables all around, and a porta potty. And then over here they got the sag set up with all the snacks and everything. Pretty nice setup. All right, I'm getting ready to start the final leg of the Heartland Tour here. The north route I've saved for last, and hopefully it'll be the easiest. It's pretty short, 23.5 miles. And just got done eating a nice lunch. They had pulled pork and pork and beans, coleslaw, and this really nice fruit salad cookie thingy. Really good. So I'm nice and full of energy again. And my legs are actually feeling pretty good now. So hopefully it'll be a nice route, and then I'll have my 100 miles in. Yay. All right, here we go on the final route, the north route. Woohoo! All right, I'm getting ready to head out of Geneseo here for the final route of the Heartland Tour. I'm at 70, almost 79 miles. And after this, 89, 99, I'll definitely be over the 100. I'll probably be at like 101, 102. If all goes well. Of course, they did shorten this part of the route because of a detour of some sort. So if I have to do another mile or two when I get back, I'll just ride around town. And I'm feeling good, feeling real good. All right. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Woo! North route, baby, for the win. Well, maybe if I can make it all the way through. Not bad so far. We got a hill coming up. Whoa! Here we go! Just got done doing a couple of big hills, or I would say moderate hills. Now we're going pretty good. 84 miles almost. Still got a long ways to go. It all starts to look the same after a while. Not gonna lie. Woo! I can feel it, baby. I can feel it. It's not quite gravel, but it's not quite smooth. It's like packed down gravel. But I'll take it. I'm with the wind right now. Tailwind, here we come. We're heading east, then we gotta head south, and then we gotta head west. No, 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 no. We wanna go back west. Oh, we got a tractor. He'll be on camera. Hopefully he doesn't run me over. Time here in Illinois. Oh, this is a cool area. Kind of secluded with the trees and everything, a little shadowy, cooler, a little bit gravelly. Packed down pretty good though. Kind of like riding on it, actually. I like the sound it makes, but it's a little slippery, so you gotta be careful. Especially one-handed. All right, I got myself a tailwind. We're on the eastern section, but we're just about ready to take a southern jog. And then the infamous western leg, which will finish up the route. I'm at 90 miles, far surpassing my longest road ride, but not surpassing my longest ride because I did that last week with the FORCn Duro. But I'm gonna pass it, baby. God willing.
This has been a very interesting route. I like this one, the north one. I would say it's the most interesting one of all of them. All right, it's starting to get tough now. I'm heading southwest. I haven't even turned west yet. It's already getting tough with the wind. Woo. But I only got about 10 more miles. I can do this. Nothing on video can describe the perceived effort right now against the wind going west on a slight incline. But we're getting close. We're at 95 miles. But this is tough. I'm only going 11 miles an hour. Woo! Okay, hopefully the worst is over. I'm back on the main route. On the way back here, this is the way I came. It's mostly south from here, a little bit west, a little bit downhill too. So hopefully it'll be good. I'm at 97 something. When I get to 100, I'm going to take a little moment for myself. I'll probably at like 102 when I get back to the brewery. Woo! 99 miles, baby. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. I'm getting close to Geneseo. But I said to stop here by the canal. Kind of pretty. And I am beat, man. This route back on the north is not a good choice. It's mostly west and in the wind. And there's some hills. And I'm just having a hard time. I'm averaging like 10 to 13 miles an hour. And I'm ready to be back. So let's do this. Woo! All right, I'm just outside of Geneseo, getting ready to head into town. But I just hit my 100 miles, baby. Woo! 100 miles. My century ride is done. I still got a couple more miles to go. But for all intents and purposes, I've completed the century. Let's have a little moment of silence. I did it! I made it back. Woohoo! 101.6. All right, I did it. My first century ride here at the Heartland Tour in Geneseo. 101 miles is what I ended up with, doing a north, south, east, and west loop from the Geneseo Brewery. I started 7 o'clock this morning, did the south loop, which was the most hilly of the 4 routes, at the most elevation, and it was really cold, so I had to wear gloves. And the sun had just come up. It was beautiful, but it was chilly. And then I came back and I met my friend Jim here, and him and I did the east loop, and then we did a custom north loop. We didn't follow the exact one that they had for the tour. He did his own north loop that he likes to do, and he said it's better, so I took his word for it. It seemed to be pretty nice. And then we had lunch after that, which was a really nice pulled pork sandwich and pork and beans and coleslaw and like this fruit cookie and a soda, and it was wonderful and much needed. So I did 3 loops before lunch. I was only planning on doing 2 and then having lunch, but it worked out where I could do 3 with some snacks and stuff. And then for the final loop I did by myself, I did the north one. Sorry, I said that wrong earlier. Jim and I did the east and west loops, not the north one. Anyway, I did the north loop last myself, and it was actually the most interesting of all the routes. It had some really neat packed down gravel and just really nice terrain and stuff like that, but the last half sucked because it was all against the wind, going west into the wind, and I was only averaging like 10 to 13 miles an hour the whole way back, and plus I was tired. But I stopped and did a moment of silence for my first 100 miles, and that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm back here at the brewery and getting ready to leave. I'm going to stop and get a smoothie at QC Fuel, because that sounds wonderful. And yeah, just look at all my stats and everything. I think I burnt 4,000 calories. I don't think it was quite as much of an effort as last week's FORCn Duro, to be honest, as that one was like 11 hours, and I was on my mountain bike. So this was actually a little bit less effort, which I agree with that, because even though I'm tired, I'm not as tired as I was for the FORCn Duro, but it was more miles by like 3 or 4. I had purposely didn't do the 100 miles last week for the FORCn Duro because I wanted to do it here. So 2 weekends in a row, 100-mile rides, plus I have another one coming up in October, the Tailwind Ride. That works out. So yeah, these 100-mile rides, they're tough, but they're very satisfying.